Hey, welcome to my journal for the Fantastic Fungi project. Here on my first page I did some heat press shibori using steam and also just a heat press to create creases and folds into fabric. I didn't mind how these turned out, but these ones weren't so great, so I did pop them in here instead of in my main sketchbook. Here was just some leftover lino prints that I did. These were actually on paper, and then these were some that I did on fabric. I put these in here because, again, I didn't like how they looked for my main book. Here was some Brusho dye, again, that just wasn't super good, so I popped it in here. Here was my Exeter University concertina book. I recorded lots here. I took notes whilst we were listening to all the different scientists speak, as well as drawing pictures inspired or copied from the big screen. I actually really love how this turned out. I love the colours as well and how I've painted them and drawn them. I think on the grey it creates a really nice contrast. But actually I learnt loads at Exeter University. I didn't know fungi was dangerous. So I was quite shocked by that. And yeah, it was actually really interesting. And I enjoyed making this as well. I found it really satisfying. Here was just one of my weekly plans. All of these are in my digital sketchbook. Some of them are in my journal. I really love planning, just so I can write everything down and take it off. I also do checklists on my phone. Here I've got some pictures from a charity shop that I went in. I found some cards in a magazine that had loads of flowers in, so I bought those and then ripped them up to stick in here. We put paper on the tables to protect them whilst we were doing lino prints, and someone printed onto the paper, but I actually really liked it, so I ripped the paper off the table. Here was some leftover dispersed dyes that I did. Again, these just weren't as great as some of the others that ended up in my main sketchbook. Here are some dead flowers which are actually left over from prom. My main theme for my project that I'm sort of going down is Fusarium, which is a fungi that kills flowers, and it can also kill humans. So I'm looking at how flowers can go from being bright and colourful like this page to being dead like the previous, where Fusarium's killing them. I went with my mum to Exeter Thrift Warehouse, and oh my gosh, it was actually heaven. I bought loads of things I didn't need that were all arty, as well as lots for the project, such as buttons and threads, and even a crochet hook, which I used for some of my final piece. In half term I went to Edinburgh. Sadly there wasn't as many mushroomy and fungi bits as I wanted, but I took lots of photos in museums and gift shops and galleries of just art that I liked, that I thought could be inspirational. I absolutely loved Edinburgh and I didn't want to come home. Here was some pictures from in just some galleries, and I also went in lots of florists because obviously I'm studying flowers. So yeah, here are some pictures of flowers. I did some notes just to sort of clarify with myself what my next steps were going to be. I find this helpful to just note it all down. Yeah, some more notes. You can see I was just sort of talking out loud almost. Yeah, I find it really useful. And then the last few pages are just some inspirational sort of pattern paper and colours that I really like, that I found in just this magazine that I had lying around at home. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye!